This is my lesson plan for gaming. This is actually something that I've already been doing in the classroom. There's a website called Manga High. It is just a math website. It is a great tool. You can create your class. It actually will do it for you if you type the names correctly in a spreadsheet. It'll give them their own logins and passwords and create all the accounts. You just give the kids the slips of paper. So because they can sign in, you can monitor and see who does the assignment because you can assign the game, what their score was, what their level was. There is remedial things that you can assign. There is a practice that is not just games on this site as well. However, I use it mostly for the games. I find that the kids really enjoy it, especially the competitive nature of it. So they receive medals, and I ask that the kids, keep trying until they at least get a bronze. Some of them go all the way to gold, some of them don't, and sometimes we display the top three scores on the projector because I have access to present that, and that really throws in the competition of the kids. Sometimes I let them compete with the other classes even to see which classes, can get the higher score. And the kids really get into it. And this particular game for this lesson, we're going to practice factoring. It's called the Rex Factor. So the kids have to save the boats from sinking is basically the point of it by finding the factors of the expressions. So it starts out pretty simple, and then it gets more and more involved the better they do. So the higher their scores are, once they reach their bronze and they go for silver, it gets to different levels. So the kid that's really struggling isn't going to get to the harder problems, but they're going to have more time to practice on the easier problems. I don't usually count this as a grade other than class participation. As long as they play during the time period of class, I give them a good grade because it's more for practice than it is for accuracy of getting it correct, because I'm there to help them and work at their own pace. So that is what the lesson basically is. Now when we talk about the rubric, this one would be under 2. And that's teachers design, develop, and evaluate authentic learning experiences and assessments incorporating contemporary tools and resources to maximize content learning in context and develop knowledge, skills, and attitudes identified in student standards. And this particular one I said was B, develop technology-enriched learning environments that enable all students to pursue their individual curiosities and become active participants in setting their own educational goals, managing their own learning, and assessing their own progress. Which in this game they do get to do that. If they want to go for the gold, they can go for the gold. They can push themselves further. They see where they're at. They see where they need to be. So they are in charge of their own learning. So as far as the rubric goes, for proficient is over here. Facilitate the use of technology resources to enable students to pursue questions and issues of individual interests, to identify and manage learning goals, to record reflections, and to assess their progress and outcomes. So I can monitor this virtually. I can do it one-on-one by speaking to them. I also will have an exit pass at the end where they have to, whether it's on Socrative or on pen and paper, where they have to factor, 3 to 5 correctly. So this was something that I found very interesting because I already do it in the classroom. I look forward to learning more about gaming in the future and hopefully finding more math-related activities.